Hello everybody, Ministrom here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Dawntrail. In the last episode, we engaged Zeralja in battle and went through the whole trial fight. It's a pretty cool fight. And then we defeated him. And as he was dying, Arenville and Kafkiwa and Gululja showed up. And kind of with his dying words, he bequeathed, Zeralja bequeathed his kingdom, essentially, to Gululja. So Gululja is, for all intents and purposes, the new king of Alexandria. And so, yeah, we'll see what comes of that. And Sphene showed up and had went over the fact that basically there's really no way to reconcile things here, and that she is going to try to take what she needs regardless of whether it's the right thing to do or not. And so she took the key and closed the massive gate to her reflection, which cut off the connection that Kafkiwa was using to control the little machine that she's been controlling, because we confirmed that Kafkiwa is an endless, which means that, well, she's dead. We don't know how she died or when she died. She obviously died after the dome formed, after the interdimensional fusion, so who knows? We haven't had that information yet. But Arenville is understandably distressed by this news. But, you know, we've got to do what we got to do, because we need to go stop Sphene, because she could potentially use that key to essentially steal ether and souls from any of the other remaining reflections, the source. Who knows? Do a lot of damage. So we need to go at least try to discuss things. And I definitely think that, you know, kind of the whole thing I've been kind of trying to mull over about her coming to meet us and all the interactions that we had leading up to this point, I think have been her trying to find another way out of having to do this. But all of those options kind of disappeared because they weren't really viable options anyway. And so now she's going to just go forward with the plan to basically steal the ether from the source and the other reflections. So we came back to Tuliolol to try to discuss the options. And I don't know why this guy is just sitting here changing jobs constantly, but it's annoying. Yeah, we came back to Tuliolol and discussed what the options were going to be. And with the gate in Everkeep closed, there's only one other option available to us, the gate in Skydeep Cenotaph. Now, apparently, in the earring that Kryl has, there is... What? I'm going to have to go somewhere else. In the earring that Kryl has, there is a code that should allow us to control the gate. So that is what we're going to go do. Well, let's go ahead and go talk to Kona and stop being distracted by this dude over here that just seems to be changing jobs for no reason. Alright, Kona. Begging your pardon, Yame, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give her the thing? Yes, I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. Thing? As Lamachi says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bebby. And there's another person there, I guess, talking to Kuna. It's part of the same, I guess, quest that I'm on. Potentially. All right. So this is probably where we're going to be getting our job-specific artifact sets for this expansion. Oh, and since we are level 100 warrior, we're going to be switching over to red mage. Because I'm still only level 99 there. Yep, there they are. But yep, they're on the same quest we are. Buluja? Are all these shops? It's so different from Solution 9. Kuklamat? Yeah, I hope you like it. Bona. Guliolol is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates the foreign technology. Leave it to Kona to request such a thing, eh? Mewazunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just say the word and he will bring it out. Alright, so we can get our job-specific equipment. Which we need to get 2 sets. One for magical range DPS. For my red mage. It's the Rose Blood set. Paladin, eh? Alright. What we do without that? Alright, there we go. There's a rose molded into the sword. Nice. Alright, and the warrior set. Though I do really, really like this gear that I'm wearing right now. I will probably keep it and turn it into a glamour plate. I really like the purple and black look there. All right. Well, that's something. But we're going to be putting Warrior on the shelf for the time being. And concentrating on our Red Mage. And the new graphics update makes this look, that looks like velvet or felt. Does really well with the cloth textures. Maybe not felt, more like maybe. All right. Lots. All right, with your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Let's head to the Sky Deep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, so I shall accompany you. All right then, Sky Deep Cenote. Yep, in the light it looks even better. Okay. I'm gonna go all the way to the entrance. Okay, well, I am going to fly myself over there, and I'll be back once we're in the area. Alright, we are in the area. And I can actually fly myself down here now. Alright, Aaronville. The City of Gold, where it all began. Ooja. This place is a little scary. I don't know if I could come here alone. Let's say. It was like a lifetime ago that we were last here. And Kryl. And here we are again. Alright, Wuklamot. Mona has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. It wasn't even that long ago we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Alright, come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive.
And I'm sure you'd love to take it apart and figure out how it works.
Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
Well, it's reacted.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try? Me? If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
That seems to have worked.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Basically all of our best magic users.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
Make things go boom. Yes. Alright. I know she wants to come. Yeah, with you holding the fort, I know we'll be alright.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Alright. Yeah, the whole crew to talk to. Oriange? We who shall remain want for neither expertise nor experience. Worry not on our account, and fix thy gaze upon the path ahead. Estinian. En route here, I caught sight of a large lizard. It looked palatable enough, so I shall hunt it later. We can enjoy the meat while you regale me with tales of the world beyond after you returned. Alright. Alize. I'm needed here, I accept that. I'm not a child anymore. I'll spare no effort doing my part, so you do yours too. All together. Together we'll protect what we hold dear. Erenville. There's no telling what dangers we'll face, I know, but if my mother is out there, I need to find her and give her a piece of my mind. I bet you will. Alright, Gahatia. If Sveen is intent on plundering ether from other worlds, then our task is clear. We must stop her. She cannot be allowed to harm anyone else, neither those who are dear to us, nor strangers we have never met. Royal. 20 years ago, I emerged from that gate. Whether or not the answers I seek lie on the other side, I will see things through. I would be lying if I said I'm not nervous, but your presence gives me comfort and courage. I imagine your other travel companions often feel the same. Guluja. This power I've inherited, I'll use it for good. I will. Good. Jail. I've done all I can. If you should meet Kafkiwa, please tell her I said thank you. Yustola. To be completely honest, it's all I can do not to throw myself into that light. But I must resist the urge, for my presence will be required here should the gate close. Wouldn't do to lose everyone, our champion not least of all. Yeah, I know you want to come too. Elfino, I would dearly love to accompany you, but this time I'll content myself with seeing you off. Where you go now, I pray you find hope. I look forward to hearing your account upon your return. Thancred, I'll keep everyone safe, just concentrate on your own task. Alright, and Kona. Once again, I must leave Lamati in your care. Please return safely. Alright, let's go.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphyn's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
We'll have to go scrounge up an Ascian. There's still a few out there we haven't run across. Well, there's the Golden City.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
There's the giant goddess statue that the Yakoi talked about. And a volcano? Okay. Erenville? The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. And Cryo? Well, there's the giant goddess statue that the Yakoi talked about. And a volcano? Okay. Erenville? The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. And Cryo? The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. And Cryo? The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. This is my world, my home. At least it was at one point. Gratia. Neither the void nor the first. We are indeed come to an unknown reflection. Wuklamot. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've literally stepped into the Yakhoi legend. Whichever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin in Yakhtel. That would explain the Yakhoi's visions and the location of the gates. Hey, Aaronville, that volcano over there, you don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city? I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. You can take the path down if you want. I'll take the express elevator. Alright, Annabelle. I see Electrope is used here too. Rahatia. There's no mistaking the design of this aetherite. Yeah, it's the same as in Solution 9. Royal? The people here, could they be endless? Yes. Wuklamot? It's strange, though I've never been to this place before, it somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone. It's like we've traveled to the past. The differences may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's Electrope everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Like how Sphene projects your image onto soldiers, I believe this city's appearance is artificial. This aetherite is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. That would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be this city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends, welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy. Like you, I am an Endless. You have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Let's go along with it for now. Yep. Best option. I'm a caretaker here at Living Memory, a city of the Endless, and it is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. A city of the Endless? At a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it's a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. This way we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made a haven for the Endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. While a tour would be interesting, it's Sphene that we come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen? In that case, you are in luck. It was just announced that Her Majesty will enter into a slumber, but there is still time. If you try calling to her before the Meso Terminal at the center of the city, she will likely appear. Ah, so there's the Meso Terminal we heard about. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Meso Terminal. Thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on the tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. So this is basically a giant artificial amusement park. Yeah, pretty much. All artificial facades. Gahatia. Like the chamber in the Skydeep Cenote, the electrope here produces a strong golden light. A difference in energy levels, perhaps? Trial. I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere, or can they only survive here? I'm guessing they probably can only survive here, except for Sphene, who can project herself onto the machines. The plants are real, as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion. Apparently there's also animals here as well. So basically, we are physically in another shard, and there is actual real things here. This is not like a virtual simulation. So in theory, there's an entire world out there. But if they're out harvesting the ether of the worlds, it means that they probably burn through all of their own, which means that, well, probably in not that great of a state. Alright, Wuklamot.
Sphene? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sphene.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sphene, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sveen, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong. Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sveen was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sveen, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
Yeah, well, say find another way.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sveen!
Well, our hand has been forced. We have no choice but to forcibly stop this from happening. Alright, Kryl. While Sveen's intentions are good, their methods are anything but. We cannot yield at any cost. Erenville. The endless exist in defiance of the laws of nature, but they exist nonetheless, with Sveen's holding them to be no different from the living. And Grahatia? The Endless were unsustainable from the first. Sveen has been fighting a lost cause. Yeah. And remember I was saying about how, you know, the whole soul recycling that they've been doing would be disruptive to the life stream and the ethereal sea, but, you know, as long as it was used sparingly, it might work, but, this is not sparingly. This is completely and utterly unsustainable. So, what's next? What do we do now, damn it? Well, that I come to understand Sveen, but I'm still clueless. Utterly clueless. Alright, doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker, Constancy, perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sveen going into a slumber. Alright. Fastest way back is just teleport. Nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour? Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was just here earlier. A fellow named Constancy. Well... Wait, what? Hello everyone, you made it here, as I knew you would. Kafkiwa, I presume. Is that who I think it is? It is! It's Kafkiwa. None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes, then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shatona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it was true. That you're here means... I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. I'm indeed an Endless. I've been for quite a while now. Anvil? And now you've come to stop Sphene, yes? I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her, then? Well, there are no guarantees. Your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin with, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line. Zip line? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use, though, as we Endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that endearing pushiness, it could only be Kafkiwa. Let's go. Well, I don't know. I guess I've only really got 2 words, which is, hot damn. Okay, well. Kyle. It has a look of the contraptions found throughout the Isle of Ham, does it not? Wuklamont, I think I know how it works. I got this. Gohatia. Kafkiwa has already teleported ahead, it seems. And Aaronville. I'm sorry, it's just, she's gone. You have to see and hear her carrying on like nothing's... I don't know how to feel. Yeah, you're gonna be really, really confused. Canal Town Guard. You don't seem to be... error. User registration confirmed. Bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. Oh, what a charming place. That's them. The people's fiend strives to protect. They look happy. So, what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the endless. What? Okay, clarification. Grahatia. Now let us hear the rest. Aranville, Dots, and Wuklamat. Kakua must have her reasons, and Kryl. And by erase, she means erase, delete, eliminate, format. Oh, come now, spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this, and we won't have a better opportunity than now, while Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless, this I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us, and if you needed an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because, as you've just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attack on Tuliolol. I can't bear that thought. Can't bear to exist because someone died. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there is an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Her own memories are stored within the mesoterminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparation for fusion, the mesoterminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the mesoterminal, at least. There's sense in your strategy, and in resolving to stop Sphene, we had anticipated that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we Endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the mesoterminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. I'll go with there has to be another way. There probably isn't, but we'll ask anyway. I'm afraid not. We spent years scouring Preservation's records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. Alright, well, fair enough. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an Endless. It was Preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that Preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love the living Sphene born for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the Endless. But as you know, the Endless consume ether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What? Are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. The scientists of Preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. So, as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kapkiwa, we understand now, both your reasoning and your feelings. But before we erase the Endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson learned from the Rite of Succession. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright for you, with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Gulu Jaja's kitten. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave it to you then. When you've finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right, then let's split up and find some locals to speak with. It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. Alright, so we're going to take the place out. So it would seem, but we're going to explore first. But we will do that when we come back for next episode. So for now, we will stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.